everyone, welcome back to your channel. We're here with Daddy.
And we're here with Leo, and today we're going to make a 2-hook flapper rig. We have been asked to make this by a couple of our subscribers, so...
Your wishes are command.
That's good. So we're going to start off with £50 mainline, £15 amnesia, some power gum, a lead weight, some Mustad 10 hooks, and our bits and bobs. So let's go. We found the tape measure, so we're not going to guess today. We're going to get some measurements for you guys. So we're going to take a meter of our line, our main line, £50 monofilament, and we're going to cut it with some semi-decent scissors. So we are going to get our lead clip first, tie our knot. So this knot, keep through the eye, finger in there, put the tag end round 4 or 5 times. Make it nice and wet and moist. Now slowly feed it through and help it down. That will stop it from burning as it goes down. Right. Like so. Nice clean tidy knot. So that is the bottom end of the rig, so we are going to start threading. So first thing is first, I use these crimps. They've got a plastic sleeve over the end, which is handy. So the first crimp that goes on goes metal facing the lead clip, like so. Then my new beads arrived. They are smaller than I expected, so we are going to use them for rigs, not for attractors. So if I can get my hands out of the way, there you go. Now on this board I have some very, very small swivels. If you can see that, I've just dropped it. Very small swivels. Now these are still very strong, but they shouldn't pick up much weed if there is any about. So thread that one down the line, let it go, then stick another bead on. Leo, do you reckon you could get rid of the tape measure for now?
Yep.
That's helpful, mate, well done. Then we need to put another one of these on, but this time the metal's facing up and the plastic's facing the bead. So that is your first part of the rig. So then all you do, if you want to make more than 2 hooks, you could do 3 hooks, 4 hooks, etc. You just repeat that process up the line. Obviously you'll need a longer main body, but then you should be able to make as many as you want on there. So the second one we're starting, we are going to go plastic second, so then you end up with that again. Repeat the process of a bead, then our second baby swivel. Should call them Leo size swivels. Then another bead, and then finally your last crimp. So we should end up with something that looks a lot like that. And then, so that it all doesn't fall off, we're going to put what on the end. What's one of these? A swivel.
Well done.
A little bit of help, never hurt anyone. So tie the knot, round and round we go. Wet it. Put it nice and tight. There you go. Cut the excess tags off. You don't want them. Just attractors for what, Leo? You remember?
Whiting.
Seaweed.
Seaweed.
Right. So we're going to do a little bit more measuring. The first crimp we're going to do from the swivel end. I'm going to do the first hook link swivel first to see where we can go with. So I am going to do it 5 inches from the top swivel is where the first crimp is being crimped. So measure that again, make sure we're at the right angle, right there. That is where that needs to go. And then all we do is get our little crimpers, nice and gently, don't overdo it. Couple of them. And the good thing about these is they do bend back, so like so. Then we get our second swivel, like so. I leave about a mil distance so that that swivel, that baby swivel, can still swing around freely. Like so. So we've got that like that. Okay, so freely swivels. Now, I want to do the first hook link first, so we are going to get 21 inches of the 15-pound Amnesia. Cut that, stick one of our little hooks on, like so. Do it in the wrong hand. So that is what the hook, knot looks like before it's pulled tight, and then as you pull it tight, this one's being stubborn. It is going to go. There you go. Perfect. I didn't wet it enough, that one. Then you nick off the tag end. Then we are going to put, how many beads should we put on this one? What do you reckon?
Right? What?
Good idea. We can put 3 on. So there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And then before we close that off, we're going to put one of these rubber sleeves on, and I'll show you what they're for. This is a personal little add-on that I like to do with them. So, before we go anywhere, have we got any of the micro clips? There they are. I'll show you one of these. So these are what sometimes I do use. I'm not going to use them today, but these are the tiny micro clips. I don't know if you can see them there. They are ideal for changing hook links on rigs like this really quickly. So if you get an eel on and it chews up your rig or something like that, if you've got these on, you can clip one off and have some pre-made and clip them back on. I'm not going to use them today, so we are just going to go directly. Where's our rig, mate? Have we lost it? It's fallen on the floor. What are we like, amateurs, eh? Right, so we're going to get this on. No, hold that end because I don't need that end at the moment. Oh, get it? Fish on. Oh no, it's a Leo. Right, so we're going to slide that over there. put it through the eye of the first one that we tightened up. Do the same knot. This time hopefully it goes better than the other one. Wet it all down, perfect. So that's your first hook link done. So, if Leo can you hook that lead on for me? So, what we've got is that onto there like that. Running all the way down our length of line to our beads and that red sleeve. So that red sleeve we are going to drag right the way back up to the other end, and what we're going to do is we're going to slide it over the barrel. Don't go over too far, but just to the other side of the barrel on that swivel like that. Oh, you see that? Perfect. That is going to keep it away from our, almost acting like a mini boom, but it's just going to keep it away from the main line. So what we're going to do now is we're going to measure that by eye, and I'm going to sit the first crimp of the second hook link about an inch further down than the hook. Follow me? Thank you. And then I'm going to crimp that one. Thank you. And I'm going to hook that one like that. And then I'm going to bring that up again, leaving about a millimetre gap so that that swivel can still freely move. And then I'm going to crimp again, like so. There. So then we've got that length there, and then that length there, so that you can see that that hook is nowhere near the second. Even with a bait on it, it won't interfere with the other hook. So the second one, I'm going to make a little bit smaller. I'm only going to make it, where's the tape measure? Boy Wonder's got his tape measure. This is his, he's actually let me borrow it. I don't have one at home. I have one at work but not at home. So we are going to make this one. So we made the other one, I think was 22 or 21 inches. I'm actually going to make this one about 15 inches. So we're going to take a good 5 or 6 inches off of it. There you go, mate. Thank you for the lending. And then we're going to get our second hook. Tie our knot. So I'm going to be using weather dependent these leads. So I'm not too worried about the hook link going past the lead because it shouldn't interfere with the grippers. If I was using grippers, I would probably be a little bit more concerned, but I wouldn't be too worried because they don't normally tend to tangle up, especially with that little sleeve on them. So nice, clean, tidy knot. Should we be different and put 4 on this one?
Yeah.
So one, 2, 3, and 4. Then we go for the little red sleeving. These are rubber as well, so they're not gonna break or snap. They're quite durable. So then we get our second swivel.
Swivel.
going to put these are very, there you go, second right through like that. And all we're going to do is repeat the process of what we did first. Tie them up, put it nice and tight, trim the excess off, and that is our rig almost done. So that is what we're starting, knocking the place down. So that's what we're starting with, the lead and the lead clip, going through to our first set of rig clips, running through to our second set of rig clips, and then onto our swivel attaching to the main line off your reel. So then all we've got left to do is get your Amnesia, cut a piece, that's a bit long, like that. I'm probably going to try and make both of them out of this one, because otherwise you waste quite a bit. So, rig. So the way I do my knots is I'll get it like that, I'll make a loop in it so that it's like that, and then I go around with one of my tags, I go around the knot and round the hook link and round the knot about 3 or 4 times, then pull it nice and tight like so, and then cut the tags off, not too close because you want them to stop and not untangle. So that is one, like so. Then the other one, oh, we forgot to put the sleeve over that one, so what we do is just again over the barrel, don't go over the other eye. And then this one I'll probably try and make this piece fit, save on wastage. You can make them as small or as large as you want, depends on how fiddly you want to make it for yourself. So this is done. So once we are cleaned up all the tag ends, and clean that tag end up, and that one can slide down to there and keep those beads where they need to be. Sharp hook, like so. We have a 2-hook flapper rig. So we'll go through from the line end swivel through to our hook link, running down to our hook and beads and bait stop, running down again. This one is about 1 inch underneath the hook, the top hook. Again, exactly the same process, all the way up to the hook, and then running down to our lead clip and lead. So that will actually sit just like that, and then running it down, that one will sit like that. So there you have it. That is our 2-hook flapper rig. So we hope you have enjoyed the rig tutorial. If you would like any made for yourselves, please give us a message, like and subscribe to the channel, and thank you very much for watching. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.